Oop. So, we're here with Liz Morris, one of the creators of the brilliant film well, what is it called, actually?
It's called Untitled.
Oh, and why is it called Untitled?
Because so many children die every year without a name.
Who are some of your main inspirations for this film that you make and all the films that you make?
Well, Tim Burton's a pretty big influence. I was hoping to have him narrate this film, much like he had Vincent narrate his film Vincent, but he never returned my calls or emails, so... It's a silent film, you know, you can just imagine his voice over top of it telling the story of a little Santa Claus gone awry.
Right, because this is a silent film, I was wondering if you could tell us what is this film actually about?
Well, I mean, a lot of it's up to interpretation. Like so many things are up to interpretation, but what it's about is there's a little Santa Claus, like many other little Santa Clauses during the holiday season, who, well, he succumbs and becomes a skeleton. And instead of having presents and being jolly, he only has a big old bag of coal. That's pretty much what happens. I mean, it's only 44 seconds long.
Is there any, like, hidden meaning in this film?
Well, I mean, I think that's pretty obvious.
Well, could you fill us in on that meaning for anyone who doesn't pick it up?
Well, I mean, obviously it's about corporate America. I mean, it's Christmas time. People are just turning into shells of themselves, or the structures of themselves, I guess. So they can buy presents. But what really are those presents but just coal? You know, things to burn. Things to set on a fire. And just, waste. We don't give gifts of love anymore. Compassion.
What are you drinking out of?
This is Stuart.
Do you mind telling the viewers where we are right now? What this place is? Where we're sitting?
This is my studio. This is where I keep all my studio things. Also my mini fridge and my books and things and my clothes. I plan on turning all of those books into movies someday. Even the poetry ones. They'll probably be films pretty similar to this.
You like Teddy Grahams?
Of course I like fucking Teddy Grahams. Have you ever had Teddy Grahams? That's all I eat. That and seltzer water.
Do you ever get blocked in your creative process?
I mean, of course.
I mean, what do you do to get over that block?
Well, I drink mostly. Really expensive beer or really cheap beer. Never drink a mid-range beer because, it's a different experience. If you're drinking expensive beer, it's sort of like, feeling like you've really been successful, and that sometimes motivates me, but more often than not, I just drink really cheap beer, and it really reminds me of my roots, going to art school. I only went to art school for 3 days, but those 3 days I spent mostly drinking Natty Ice and Milwaukee's Best, and yeah, I mean, I think it just adds to the experience and makes me really want to create, I created so much after I dropped out of art school.
Here we're seeing Liz take part in her creative process.
This is to represent the dirt of America, since you seem to have problems with metaphor. I make all these things by hand. Even these hands. This is probably the most famous prop. It's a skeleton arm giving the middle finger. A lot of people didn't get that the first time. They just thought it was pointing weird. But no. I was flipping the bird to America. Flipping the bird to everything that Christmas stands for. Even Jesus.
Liz Morris, did you do any research before you did this film?
What? No. Well, yes. All of my research comes from watching television extensively as a child in Wisconsin. That's about it.
So, recently, you got a pretty important gig interviewing Liz Morris about her filming of the short film Untitled. How did you get to do that?
She emailed me and wanted me to do a piece on her. She said she was really important. Said that she was a really big deal, so... I mean, I was free that Tuesday. Well, actually, I skipped my cousin's bar mitzvah, but that wasn't that important.
What was it like working with Liz Morris? I mean, was she easy to work with? Was she weird, or, you know?
She was a little weird, yeah. I don't think she's all there, you know, mentally. She kept drinking out of this tiny dinosaur. She called him Stuart. Honestly, like, she says it's her studio, but I think she's renting it from her parents. It's just above their garage. I don't know. I don't think that she ever went to art school even. I think that she hung out near art school. I talked to some people that she supposedly went to school with, and none of them have heard of her. I showed them a picture, you know, they said that maybe they saw her on the street at some point, but...
What was your goal in making this film? I mean, what were you trying to show about Liz Morris?
Mostly I was killing time. I mean, she really wanted it from me. I guess I'm pretty important as a filmmaker of my own, you know, kind of film. I guess I just, you know, wanted to give the girl a chance. I don't think that she ever would have got famous if it wasn't for my documentary about her film.
If you were to say, who's more important, you or Liz Morris, in the world of film, who would it be?
I think that you could just say I'm more important in the world, period.
So what are you planning on doing in the future?
Well, I was gonna go to Norway, you know.
Oh, isn't that where Lord of the Rings was filmed?
No, you idiot. Lord of the Rings was filmed in New Zealand, okay?
Oh.
Jesus.
Sorry, I'm new on this documentary scene.
Yeah, I can tell.
What? What? Really? So, Ms. Stoll, we just found out that Liz Morris has died.
Huh.
Apparently, she was malnourished. They said that all she had been eating were Teddy Grahams.
Wonder if I could do a documentary on her funeral. Maybe.